I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people professionally in many different ways. And someone wants to know, how do you prepare an interview presentation? I'm struggling with the word presentation, but I'm going to circle back to that in a second. I'm a coach who helps people professionally. I worked as a headhunter for more than 40 years. Yeah, you heard that right, 40 years. Filled many, many positions. I'm the host of the #1 podcast and Apple podcast for job search called No BS Job Search Advice Radio. Subscribe to the show. There's a lot there that can help you. Now, coming back to the question, I think you have to think of it as preparing like for any interview. Number one, you're prepared to talk about what you've done in your past that relates to the position involved. You want to get a flavor for the person that you're going to be meeting with and what their background is. You want to see a job description in advance, and you want to be practicing. And in practicing, one of the things you're going to practice is the answer to the classic question, walk me through your background or tell me about yourself. You want to be preparing stories about your experience to deal with. So tell me about a time when that are the classic behavioral interview questions. The stories should be about a minute 15 in length and follow one of two formats. STAR, which is situation or task, action, result. Have three stories ready for that. And I say that's for more inexperienced people. For more veteran people, use the acronym SOAR, SOAR, Situation, Objective, Action, Result. And again, a minute 15. In both cases, you should end in terms of the result with a metric in there. Money saved, money earned, or percentage improvement. You also want to have great questions prepared for the end of the interview, and there are questions that I teach that allow you to really understand the role, because you want to understand what you're stepping into, and you also want to ask questions that give you a sense of what their expectations of you are. And you want to have time to practice. Now, let me circle back to the word presentation. This should not be done as a presentation. A presentation to me is something where someone stands up and does a lecture. That isn't what you're doing. You want to have a framework and then be able to respond to their questions in ways that allow them to connect with you. Remember, you're not presenting, you're having a conversation with someone who's trying to figure out if you're qualified and whether you might fit into their organization. That's their view of it. And on your side of it, you want to connect with them as a person while talking about your experience. And again, you've got to practice. After all, every great athlete in the world, no matter what the sport, they practice. And every great entertainer in the world all rehearses. And you as a job hunter probably go to interviews, and the first time the words ever come out of your mouth are at the interview. And then you wonder why you don't deliver. You're not doing the work in advance. So once you have this down, I want you to rehearse and then relax. And the relaxation is about recognizing that so much of your focus isn't on delivering your lines, but on making the connection. Because from the employer's standpoint, they want to be able to trust you. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the site and go exploring. There's just a lot there that can help you. In addition, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching at the site, you can schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule time for coaching. And if you have a question for me, go to Wisio.com, that's Wisio.com/the Big Game Hunter. Ask your question there. Lastly, did you know you can watch me on TV? And you can also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. YouTube, click the small icon in the lower right of the picture of me in the upper left. And in terms of TV, if you have a Fire TV or a Fire Stick, download the Job Search TV app on other platforms, whether it's Apple TV, Roku, or if your set has apps associated with it. Look for bingenetworks.tv and watch me there. Hope you have a great day and be great.